Wandering Wanderers. Today we're going to be doing a reading for the sign of Libra. Please note that this is an energetic reading from the perception of the astrological sign. Please note that everyone has all signs within their chart. If you have questions about other aspects within your life, you could check the other star signs if needed. The premise of this reading is to offer insight and awareness towards remediating this energy that needs some TLC. So I'm going to say something, and resonance might dredge something up. If you don't resonate with this information, well, at the very least, thank you for your time. That being said, this deck will be used for identifying the energy underneath the sign, while this deck will be used for additional insights for the situation behind this energy. That being said, reading the sign of Libra, which is, I believe. Just slight check real quick. Yep, I balance. Hoi hoi. Alright. And let's go. Dear Universe, please seeking a clear channel for your guidance. Please seeking a clear channel for your guidance for underneath the sign of Libra. Seeking a channel for your guidance for the sign of Libra. I balance. Catching I am grateful. Alright. Libra! Libra. Balancing energies. I balance. Libra. Passion and patience and acceptance. So the sign of Libra has to deal with constructs of balance. I don't know where this is at in your chart, but food for thought. What is this feeling of passion? How do you balance this feeling of passion? What is it that we don't know about impatience and how it's being communicated? And what is it that we don't know about acceptance and the foundation of it? Simultaneously speaking, what is this foundational aspect of acceptance? What is being communicated as being impatient? And what is it that we don't know about this passion? This feels like two things that might need to be balanced. It feels like it might be two things. One way, if it's a passion, if this is something that's a passion, that if it's a feeling that's a passion that might be or may or may not be communicated as a feeling of impatience, it might be an aspect of yourself that you might need to accept. Simultaneously speaking, if this is a foundational aspect of yourself that you accept, why does it communicate impatience, and what is it feels passionate? How do you balance this stuff? You love it? How do you balance this stuff? Balance. Balance is key. What is some additional insight and awareness? Why are you? Insight. to what needs to be balanced. Insight. Check. Struggle lesson through this insight. Okay. Let's see, we have Three of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, Nine of Swords, the Empress, the Devil. Okay, there's a lot of deck energies. Understanding your passions, understand how they feel, understand how these truth is coming together, perception of how it's going to be perceived by other people, and how these energies are coming together, and why it creates a disconnect between heart and mind, and how do you balance this shit out. That's literally the energies stemming from this deck. Let's see. Six of Coins. How do you harvest this aspect of passion? Like, how do you harvest this? Technically that's 7, but how do you physically work on this give and take? How do you cultivate this thing that you're about to give? How are you how does this feel? How does this physically feel when it comes to this thing that you're trying to cultivate? Technically it's just how are you how are you how are you how are you doing this? What's the balancing component of that between passion and what you are impatient on? When it comes to this impatience and how it's being communicated, what is the core of the emotion that is being expressed? And how is it being impatient? How is this emotion? How do you understand this core emotion? And how does it express itself as impatience? The Tower in reverse. Understanding that this is a tower. Understanding that this is that thing, that subject that you might need to balance, that you may be balancing, especially between passion and low-key and patient. How do you do that? Food for thought. Please remember that symbolism is meant to understand the energies of the situation. If anyone takes these symbolistic statements literal, don't be surprised if the evil eye shows up. Simultaneously speaking, I mean, not half about as things are coming out my mouth. Don't be surprised when the evil eye really shows up. That being said, please realize it's important to experience this information and discern it for yourself. Peace be with you. Namaste. Thank you for your candor and have a